Very good morning to all. Today, the Air Force School celebrates 11th February 2022 Darwin Day.
Hey Shreya, do you know what's today?
Hi. No.
Well, let me tell you. Today we celebrate the birthday of Rover Darwin. He introduced his scientific theory on branching pattern on evolution, which resulted from a process called natural selection.
Oh, right. And you know what? He was not just a biologist, but also an English naturalist and geologist who was best known for his contribution in evolutionary biology.
Yes, and his proposition that all species of life have descended from common ancestors is now widely accepted and considered a fundamental concept in science.
And also, he published his theory of evolution with compelling evidence in his 1859 book on Origin of Species.
Well, it just seems like I've heard about that book somewhere.
Of course, you have. Remember, we studied about it in the very first chapter of 11th Biology, the diversity in living world.
Yes, you're right. Apart from his success stories, I've also heard about how he was a nature enthusiast since childhood. Some 200 years ago in England, this young boy was a nature and animal lover who from very young age enjoyed spending hour after hour in the garden discovering different species of animals and insects.
That sounds very interesting. I have also heard that he had a favorite animal, an octopus. According to his theory, all living things are struggling to survive. His love for nature and its beauty was something very eternal and real. He was a keen observer since childhood. And in his book on the origin of species, he revolutionized biology by explaining how life evolves and diversifies. It is relevant even today. His birthday is now celebrated worldwide as Darwin's Day.
Very rightly said. The father of natural selection, on his day, nothing can be better to learn about his immense great contribution to the science field. Talking about his education, he was a university graduate from Edinburgh. He also studied in Cambridge.
Hey, do you know when his future actually took a turn? He was selected for one of the greatest research in the history of biology by his botany professor. Together with the captain, he boarded the HMS Beagle to set sail from the coast of England at Christmas 1831.
And during his expedition, he traveled all around South America, the Galapagos Island, Australia, and the islands of Indian Ocean and Africa. In each of these places, he discovered varying flora and fauna and species with unique characteristics.
It was the Galapagos Island where he made the most interesting discoveries. He observed that the tortoise had different shells depending upon the island they inhabited.
And that marked the beginning of his wide and interesting discoveries, which we study in our books and encyclopedias. On this day, let us gather and celebrate his day as the evolution of science and its advancement over the years.
Darwin Day celebrates a great geologist, naturalist, and biologist, Charles Darwin. He is well known for his work on the theory of biology, and his contribution to sciences is beyond measure. Thank you everyone for watching and celebrating this day with us.